February's theme is all about self-care. Obviously, close to Valentine's Day, and it's definitely about love and doing kind things for yourself and others. A few months ago, we were all counting down towards the holidays, the end of the year, winding down, and if your January was anything like mine, it got booked up pretty quickly. Things that got moved from December got pushed out till January after the holidays, and it piled up, and January was a pretty hectic time for me. And one thing I'm going to start setting the intention to do every year is maybe those slow periods during the holidays or in December, or when I get a chance to think about it, even before the new year, is to plan something further out, like a vacation or something to look forward to. I feel like the holidays are exciting because of that anticipation of getting people together, just knowing that there's going to be a break from work, that everyone's understanding if you go into hibernation mode. And what I want to be more intentional about, not only for me now, but for future me, is how to plan and sprinkle those periods of anticipation and rest throughout the year. So that way it isn't until the tank's empty or I feel burnt out to enjoy life and to know that there is a break. And do you think we already do this? Like, we work during the week and then we take a break on the weekend, but 2 days aren't always enough, and the monotony of that 5 days of work, 2 days of rest, 5 days of work, 2 days of rest can also become pretty monotonous or something that you expect. So how do you start to break out of that norm? That's what we're going to talk about today. Hi, I'm Leah Fetterhoff, a user experience designer, writer, and life strategist, and I want to help you thrive in work and life. So, as I was talking about, there's this cyclical, almost habitual work, rest kind of thing we do to ourselves throughout the year. And if you have kids like me, it makes it a little easier to plan for vacations. So, this year, because the kids are a little older, like they can remember things now and they can look forward to things like, say, going to Legoland. It was easier to plan forward in anticipation of knowing that the kids were going to have spring break in April. And it was something that my husband and I are pretty intentional about doing, which is scheduling family vacations, or just periods for us to hang out together, to explore or try something new. And, we get the same mindset, or we can plan for summer vacation and winter vacation and things like that. And I feel like this could have benefited me a lot, even pre-kids. So, that's one of the things I want to share with you is whether or not you have kids. If you think of your year in quarters, instead of just, this working, resting cycle we typically go on, when can you plan for longer periods of rest? And how do you start to anticipate for those longer periods of rest? And that's not to say you have to work all the way until you get this vacation. But when a day goes rough, or when you're struggling with something, in your current moment, there is something nice to look forward to that gets you out of that headspace and puts things into perspective. Like, oh, this is temporary. And there's something, in a few months I'm going to look forward to. There was a study that showed that people who had an upcoming vacation were happier than those who didn't have anything planned to look forward to. So it suggested that anticipating something made people happier. Of course, I read the rest of the study, and it shows that once you're done with the vacation, you're equally just as happy as everyone else. However, it's that anticipation piece that I want to really hone into, because you can do this for almost anything, right? And it doesn't have to be like a big week-long, multi-week or month-long trip, and it doesn't have to be somewhere like overseas or far away. Like for us, it's only, a 6-hour drive, right, from where we live for what we're planning to do in April. But you can imagine doing this for anything like a spa day or something that gets you excited, like a show or a concert, or with the pandemic and everything still going on, like just starting something new. And one thing I also did over, the last few weeks, if you follow my stories on Instagram or my newsletter, is I got really into building these metal kits where I created, actually I have it here, this origami bird. And yeah, I share this story on Instagram of kind of putting it together. And it's only a few hours of, actual work. Like once I get in the flow of putting things together and assembling it piece by piece, getting really focused to make sure I don't break any pieces. But the cool thing is, once I received the box, I didn't open it right away, right? I wanted to find time, like I knew it was going to happen in a week or two, where I'd have the headspace to just sit down, no interruptions, no time pressure, to just really sit and be with this activity and put my full self into it. And that anticipation of knowing that there was a box there was like something for me to do, something fun I could put my creativity into, and also not have it quite yet. It's also just as exciting as like looking forward to a vacation or, something nice I was doing for myself. You can find this in other ways too, like setting up a Zoom call with a friend that you're looking forward to, or a date night, anything like that, or even a virtual online activity that's something different from your day-to-day. At work, this could look like a virtual team building event, or some kind of a trivia game or something, like a coffee chat. And if you sprinkle this throughout your week and then do something really different from the routine, like sprinkled throughout months or quarters, then you'll always feel like, right, there's something bigger to look forward to than just whatever you're currently facing in the present moment. So I want to hear from you. What's one thing you're looking forward to right now? And if you don't have something planned yet, what are you going to plan to do in the next month or two? Leave a comment below or tag me on Instagram at Swishie Official. I'd love to hear it. So yeah, you get homework for today. Anyway, if you like this episode and if you found it helpful, subscribe and share with friends. Also, if you're looking for more resources to thrive in work and life, check out Swishie.com. And I just added a few monthly events, creative hours and mimosas, where the second Saturday morning of every month for the next few months, I've set up a virtual space. I'll provide a prompt, and if you have a creative project already, great, like just bring that, where you can get together for an hour. And like I said, it's just about finding the time and getting into that headspace. I'm looking forward to doing something creative that takes you outside of your norm. So if you feel aligned, join me and a few other folks to hang out and do this creative hour. You can bring a mimosa, bring your coffee, whatever your beverage of choice in the morning is. And I'd love to hang out with you in person, virtually, in person. Thanks for watching, and see you next time on Swishie. If you enjoyed this, subscribe and share with friends.